Welcome to our African Voice, the African Connect news channel, where truth meets tradition and real stories rise. We are a proud community of everyday people living right here on the continent, bringing you news, culture, and commentary that reflect Africa as we see it, live it, and love it. Disclaimer: this video is for educational and informational purposes only. We do not promote violence, hate speech, or discrimination of any kind. Our goal is to inform, uplift, and share African news from an African perspective. Today, we posed an intriguing question to ChatGPT: what if West Africa created its own unified financial currency within the AES alliance? Imagine if Senegal, Guinea-Bissau, and Chad officially joined the AES, and all member states began sharing their natural resources while using a single regional currency. What would this mean for the future of West Africa, and how might it impact the global economy? What if the entire continent of Africa adopted one unified currency, like the euro in Europe? What would that mean for Africa's economy, its people, and its power on the global stage? Would this move bring prosperity, unity, and independence, or new challenges and complexities? Let's explore what a single African currency could mean for the future of the continent. Let's examine the response from ChatGPT. It was powerful, and just what we hoped that it would say. What if Africa, the entire continent, adopted a single currency? What if West African countries like Senegal, Mali, Burkina Faso, Guinea, Chad, and even newly interested nations like Guinea-Bissau joined forces under one economic banner, the AES Alliance, and shared not only trade, but one coin? From Lagos to Dakar, Accra to Bamako, imagine trading, buying, building, and dreaming in the same currency. No exchange fees. No colonial money ties. No middlemen. Now, zoom out further. What if all of Africa, from the north to the south, east to west, followed suit and created a currency as powerful as the euro? A united African currency would reshape how 1.4 billion people do business. It would ignite intra-African trade through the AfCFTA, the world's largest free trade area. Instead of relying on the dollar or euro, Africans could finance infrastructure, digital innovation, agriculture, and transport systems on African terms.
This move would make Africa a major global player. A single currency would give the African Union stronger bargaining power in trade deals, attract investment, and stabilize economies historically rocked by inflation and foreign debt. And for the diaspora, especially African Americans, this would be monumental. A sign that the motherland is standing economically tall. It's an invitation to reconnect, invest, and even return home.
But this bold dream doesn't come without risk. Can over 50 nations agree on one economic direction? Will stronger economies like Nigeria or South Africa dominate the Union? How will corruption, inflation, and national debt be managed? Take the Eurozone. Some nations thrived, others struggled. Europe had to build structures over decades. Africa must be prepared to do the same.
Let's not forget, many West African countries still use the CFA franc, a colonial currency backed by France. And nations like Burkina Faso have demanded to print their own money. Now, imagine if this AES alliance, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, and future members like Senegal or Chad started printing one new African currency, sharing gold, oil, agriculture, and energy. How would the West react?
So, let's ask the big question again: what if Africa used one currency? Could it bring true independence and economic power? Or create new challenges of control, debt, and division? And for the diaspora, would this be the moment we've been waiting for? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you support one African currency? Could this unify the continent? Or would it bring unintended consequences? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The world is changing, and Africa is leading the charge.
Thank you for watching the African Connect news channel. Subscribe to the channel for more uncensored African news, history, and truth. Like this video, and share it. because Africa's story must be told by us.